Good morning. How are you all today? Thank you for viewing with us again this morning. And thank you for your support and encouragement. Welcome to Bible class with Andre and Betty. And we're continuing our studies in the book of Joshua. And today we will see the children of Israel crossing the Jordan River into Canaan land. Right now, they're on the east side of the River Jordan, and the River Jordan separates the east from the west. And the 2.5 tribes, Gad, Reuben, and half tribe of Manasseh, have received their inheritance in the land of Gilead, or the land of the Amorites on the east side of the Jordan River, but the men of war, are going to go with those on the west side of Jordan into Canaan land until that side conquers the land that God has given them. And so when God had taken Moses to be with him, he chose Joshua to lead the people into the promised land, which is Canaan. And so today we're focusing on the children of Israel crossing the Jordan River. Verse 1, and Joshua rose early in the morning, and they moved from Shittim and came to Jordan, he and all the children of Israel, and lodged there before they passed over. There's something about waking up early in the morning that to commune with God that's very special to me. And so, but Joshua rose early in the morning, and they were preparing to go over Jordan. Verse 2, and it came to pass after 3 days that the officers went through the host, or went through the people. And the officers commanded the people, saying, when you see the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, and the priests, the Levites, bearing it, then ye shall remove from your place, and go after it, or follow it. Now the ark of the covenant of the Lord represents God's presence and leadership of the people through men like Moses and Joshua, but the ark represents the presence of God. And so he's telling them to follow after the ark and the covenant. Yet, verse 4, there shall be a space between you and it, about 2,000 cubits by length or measure. Come not near unto it, that ye may know the way by which you must go, for ye have not passed this way before. During the wilderness wanderings, the people were led by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. But now it's the presence of God, which represented the presence of God. But now they're going to move by following after the ark of God into the land of Canaan. And so if they get too close to the ark, they would not be able to follow as they would be at a distance. And so they could not come close up to the priests carrying the ark of God. Verse 5. And Joshua said unto the people, sanctify yourselves or cleanse yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. To God is being given all the glory by Joshua. And Joshua said in verse 6, and Joshua spake unto the priests, saying, take up the ark of the covenant and pass over before or ahead of these people. And they, the priests, took up the ark of the covenant and went before or ahead of the people. And the priests were designated by God to carry the ark and to take care of everything concerning the ark. Verse 7. And the Lord said unto Joshua, this day will I begin to magnify thee in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. So God is going to show the people himself through how Joshua leads them by his direction. Verse 8. And thou shalt command the priests that bear the ark of the covenant, saying, when you are coming to the brink of the water of Jordan, you shall stand still in Jordan. So when they get to the edge, eventually they're going to venture out into the middle of the Jordan River, but they have to start at the edge of the Jordan River and say, when they get in the middle, they are to stand in place until the people pass over. Verse 9. And Joshua said unto the children of Israel, come hither and hear the words of the Lord your God. Verse 10. And Joshua said, hereby ye shall know that the living God is among you, and that he will without fail drive out from before you the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Hivites and the Perizzites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Jebusites. These are the 7 Gentile nations that God is going to drive out of Canaan and give it as an inheritance unto the children of Israel. And so this is hereby you shall know that God, the living God, is among you. Verse 11, behold, the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth passes over before you into Jordan. So they're looking at God as the ark moves through, is carried by the priests into Jordan. Verse 12, now therefore take you 12 men out of the tribes of Israel, out of every tribe a man. And these 12 men are going to be used in chapter 4 of Joshua to take stones out of the Jordan River for memorials. But right now they're told by Joshua to choose 12 men out of each tribe a man. Verse 13. And it shall come to pass, as soon as the soles of the feet of the priests that bear the ark of the Lord of all the earth, shall rest in the waters of Jordan, that the waters of Jordan shall be cut off from the waters that come down from above, and they shall stand upon a heap. It's much like a waterfall where water flows up and down, and it's a beautiful sight. But these when they separate the Jordan, they're going to be like a wall between them and the Jordan River bed. And so, uh, verse 14 says, "And it came to pass when the people removed from their tents to pass over Jordan, and the priests bearing the ark of the covenant before the people, and as they that bear the ark will come unto Jordan, and the feet of the priests that bear the ark were dipped in the brim of the water," parenthesis, for Jordan overfloweth all his banks all the time of the harvest. And that's what I'm saying. It's like a place, I guess, like Niagara Falls. If we haven't been there, we've seen pictures of the beauty of those waters flowing. Verse 16, "That the waters which came down from above stood and rose up upon an heap very far from the city Adam, that is beside Zaratan. And those that came down toward the sea of the plain, even the salt sea, fell and were cut off, and the people passed over right against Jericho." So Jericho will be the first country that they'll have to defeat before they proceed forward into the land of Canaan. But the city Adam, which is called Zaratan, is just a designated place by God where the waters would be cut off, and that so that the people could pass through the land, through the river. Verse 17, "And the priests that bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord stood firm on dry ground in the midst of the middle of Jordan. And all the Israelites passed over on dry ground until all the people were passed clean or completely over Jordan." And so this, we are reminded of the crossing of the Red Sea when the people was delivered out of Egypt. And here the Jordan River is dried up in order to allow the children of Israel to pass into the promised land. So that's our lesson for today. Thank you all for viewing with us. Remember, my email address is bjt1125@yahoo.com. And my channel on YouTube is Betty Thomas. And you can type in what book we've studied, and you'll see all the videos that we did on whatever book you're looking at. That is, those that we've already covered. And one day, I think we've covered too many for me to name them all. But you can scroll and see what books we have studied and that we're studying at this time. So thank you all for listening, and have a great day and a great week. Bye.